Hello, I am Katrina Harrison and I am here with the Mix Network. I have the privilege of sitting down with Lamont Jones, the owner of Cigar Vibes, premium cigar sales and events. And I get an opportunity to talk to him about the cigar world and how it has become beneficial and successful to you. So, just starting off, what captured your interest in cigars?
Um, getting a moment of peace.
Okay.
About 6 years ago, I was in Charlotte celebrating my birthday, and at that time, I didn't smoke anything.
Okay.
And where I was staying at, Cigar Lounge, Tailored Smoke, was across the street, right there in the Epic Center. So I'm gonna go ahead and give me a cigar. So I went in there and didn't know what I was asking for. And the guy gave me a fat bottom Betty, which would be this one right here.
A fat bottom Betty, okay?
It's a mild cigar, not too strong, has a sweet tip to it. And from that point on, I just found that moment of peace, just sitting out there, smoking a cigar, having a nice drink, and just kind of letting all the problems go away, and just enjoying my birthday in some peace. And it just kind of pulled me in. So from that point on, I started frequenting cigar lounges. At the time, I was living in Burlington, so there's JR Tobacco, which is a big cigar place. They have a lounge there, so I would frequently go there. I'm frequently outside on my porch, just smoking, getting that peace in. So it just kind of took off from there. And I guess I kind of got into it at the right time, because from that point to now, the cigar industry is booming, especially in the Black community. We see a lot of Black-owned cigar bars and cigar shops. Actually, Tailored Smoke, the one I went to, was Black-owned. I didn't know it at the time, but it's Black-owned. Mr. Preston Gray runs that. He's actually franchised several other Tailored Smokes throughout the, I think he just opened one in Newport News, Virginia. Well, two ladies opened it, and they carry his name. There's one in Hickory, someone opened, and Preston also has the Uptown Charlotte one that's right there in the Epicenter, and he has one in Concord, just right past the mall. So, and like I said, the cigar industry just started booming, and it just kind of sucked me in more. And the idea of, this could be a business opportunity for me, kind of crossed my mind. And, I'd seen people at events and concerts and stuff, outside events, vending cigars, but before then I wasn't into it. So I never would thought anything about it. But once I got into it and started getting that idea and started running it by people, like I said, I talked with Preston. I had talked with Carolina Cigar Boy, who also runs Carolina Cigar Lounge. Me and my good friend Demetrius had talked about it. I talked to a guy by the name of Anthony Delaney about it. Just talking to people that were already in the cigar world, and then of course me and Demetrius we always been brothers. We kind of bounced it off each other and stuff like that. And then just finally just getting up the wheel and say, you know what, I'm gonna do it.
Wow.
If I won't fail because I didn't try.
Okay.
And so it was, you gotta do your research on it as far as what people like, what they don't like, because you're always gonna get questions as far as, people that don't know cigars, but they want to try it. And then you get questions from people who know, but they just want to see what you know. So you got to do your research. You got to go to different lounges, talk with people, and the thing about a cigar lounge, you get some of the greatest conversations from strangers who we just sitting there smoking, and Ain't necessarily got to be any alcohol involved. It's just a conversation. The conversation and the peace. And I think that's what we all smoke cigars for. Of course, sometimes it turns into a party. So, such as my recent trip to Tampa.
Okay.
Most recently, I went to Tampa for GTG International Conference. GTG is the Good Time Gang, which I'm a member of, and we have a chapter here in the Piedmont Triad. And Good Time Gang is really like a cigar social club.
Okay.
It is nationwide. I mean, from Los Angeles, Vegas, New York, Houston. It is all over the country. Milwaukee. So, they had the international conference in Tampa. That was also the week of the Cigar Heritage Festival. And I got these cigars from La Ferrona, which is one of Tampa's local companies. Now, we all see cigars when we go in cigar spots, and they are already rolled for you. They've been rolled at the factory and shipped here. But these particular two cigars were rolled right in front of me.
At the La Ferrona. So it's called La Ferrona, the finest handmade cigars. And to contact them, you can reach them at www.laferronacigars.com.
And what they, now they're going to have a bunch of stuff already pre-rolled, but the thing about cigars is that in countries like Ecuador, Nicaragua, Dominican Republic, some places in Costa Rica, that's their livelihood. Raising tobacco, rolling cigars, and to keep the world stocked with cigars, that tobacco has to grow in a good climate. It's got to be year round. And so, like I said, this is how they live, making their money. As you can see, I have different cigars that come from different places. As I said, the Fat Bottom Betty, which is made by Drew Estates. A lot of, I would suggest this is where, if you want to get into it, this is where you start.
So because I do not smoke, I would start with a Fat Bottom Betty.
Yes.
Right?
I would, that one or either the Crazy Alice, which it would be smaller, but it's going to have a sweet tip also.
Okay.
So it's going to give you a real nice taste.
Okay.
It'll kind of shield some of the tobacco taste.
Okay.
As you go forward, you'll get into different stuff like this, the Isla del Sol.
Okay.
This would go great with coffee or the iced coffee, which I'm drinking.
Okay.
It's more of a latte, chocolate type flavor.
And where did you get this?
Oh, it sips here in Reedsville, North Carolina.
Right here in the heart of the city. If you're familiar, you could just stop in. Let's just look.
Good.
Good. Made to order. Just like they rolled these right in his face, they prepared our drinks right in our face. So let me ask you this. So as a beginner, or I have never smoked a cigar, the Crazy Alice or the Fat Bottom Betty. Now.
Or there's another one that
Okay.
a lot of the women like.
Okay.
It's called the Groovy Blue.
The Groovy Blue.
It's longer than this, but
Okay.
not as thick.
Okay.
So it's real slim, and it has like a tropical berry smell and flavor to it.
Okay.
So that sells a lot.
Okay.
They also have what they call cigarillos, which are going to be slim and about this big,
Okay.
about as far as this length.
Okay.
A lot of women like that as well. That's a good starting point as far as flavor and stuff.
Okay.
And then, of course, you graduate on.
So I've seen that a lot. A lot of my close friends, I have seen them out and they're going out and they're going to a cigar lounge. And I have seen a rise of women, or now it's more visible because I don't think it just started, now. And I think it's a great opportunity for the social life to go out, just to interact and engage in this with your events. How do you select what you're going to take to an event? Do you do like a survey? How do you decide?
Well, that comes from, it really comes from being in cigar lounges.
Okay.
And you kind of pay attention to what different things people smoke.
Okay.
They pay attention to what you smoke, and they'll say you should try this or you should try that. And I try to take a variety of everything possible to an event. I may take anywhere from 30 to 50 different variety of cigars to one event. Something that is going to be strong for the more experienced smokers, something that's mild, that's not too strong. I got something that's real light. I got stuff that's flavored. I got stuff that's gonna have the chocolate flavor. I got stuff that's mint flavor, tropical flavor, cherry flavor. So you kind of cover as much of the spectrum as you can. Depending on the events, though, I do a lot of events at Seven Springs.
Okay. Yes. The black-owned winery. Where is that located?
Norlena, North Carolina.
Sounds like a great opportunity for the Mix Network to follow you down for an event, to set up, to just network with not only you as far as the Cigar Vibe, but to be able to network with Seven Springs because they have some awesome events. Jazz, theme parties, just everything that
90s event,
yes.
White party, black party. They also do something for Winston-Salem State. It's called Rams at the Vineyard.
Yes,
they also did one for I want to say Virginia Union this past year. They also do a Greek Day.
I saw that.
So you get a lot of the Greeks down there as well.
Awesome.
And it's at events like that where you're gonna have plenty of cigar vendors out there.
Wow. So what makes you stand out than any of the other vendors? Because in every area, there's usually more than one. We don't invent the wheel, but it sounds like you are doing your research, you are going to the conferences. So when someone comes up and maybe we'll say, since you mentioned Seven Springs, they may have a particular wine in their hand, a wine glass, and they want something to pair. So if they have something sweet that they're drinking, could you say X, Y, and Z cigar to make the flavor explode? Right? Am I saying that right?
It's going to be depending on which wine they're drinking. If they're drinking one of the sweeter red wines, which I like, I can't think of the name of it right now. I would take something maybe mild. Because you already got the flavor from the wine and you want to enjoy the wine. And then you have the flavor from the cigar, you want to enjoy that. So you're going to kind of keep them a little separate. If you're drinking one of, I say, the white wines that may be a little bit less sweeter, then that's when you probably want to go with something like the Fat Bottom Betty, the Groovy Blue, something that's going to give you more flavor in the cigar. That way you kind of balance things out.
So tell me this, is there like a dessert cigar? So like after you've eaten steak or whatever your meal and you're about to kick back, is there a particular cigar that you'll grab to sort of bring that palate together? And I hope I'm using the right word.
Yeah, you use the right word. To bring it together, I would have to have some cognac or some whiskey with it.
Right, okay.
So it's really not going to be about, the steak or what I just ate. It's going to be about the drink and the cigar pairing together.
Okay.
What my go-to would be either the Plasencia 149, which is one of my favorites.
Okay. Is this what we can find you? So I've seen on your page where you might have a steak on the grill and you have your cognac in your hand and then there's a cigar that's to the side. So is that your is that it? That's
going to be one of them.
See, listen, you got to observe. I do my research.
It's going to be one of them.
I'm watching.
It's going to be one of them. It's going to be the Plasencia 149.
Okay.
There's a Plasencia Alpha Forte Hex Press,
Okay.
which I love.
Okay.
That's probably my number 2 cigar.
Okay.
And then, of course, the Liga Privada number 9, which is my number 1. If you've never had this, you definitely need to try it.
This is the what? Say it again.
Liga Privada number 9.
Okay.
And this is made by Drew Estates.
For those that are watching this, they can contact you and they can purchase this.
Getting this is kind of hard.
Okay.
Because
okay.
it's kind of rare. So
okay, so it's a pre-order.
Yeah, you'll have to get in touch with me, and then I'm gonna have to find it and then get it to you.
So let's talk about this. Let Valentine's Day is coming up, ladies. Listen, if your man is into cigars, or gentlemen, if your ladies is into cigars, we have seen it. The Liga
Privada
the
number
Liga,
9.
Okay, the Liga Privada number 9. Go ahead and reach out to Mr. Jones so that you can go ahead and have that in time. It'll give him time to research it, locate it, have it prepared for you. The Black Bottom Betty or the Crazy Alice, the Placana, right? The Placencia 149. Tell them how they can contact you so that they can get their orders.
Well, if you go on Facebook and you search Cigar Vibe Premium Cigar Sales and Events, you should see me pop up. You should see my face. You should see my cartoon logo. All of that should pop up. Also, you can contact me at Lamont Jones through Facebook. And if you know me personally, you should already have my number. Those are the 3 major ways to contact me. If you're in Reedsville, of course, you know me, I'm local. If not, it ain't a problem for me to get in touch with you. And if I need to ship to you or travel, we can work it out.
Awesome.
Also, let me bring this to your attention. This right here is one that I got in Tampa. This is the Opus X Lost City. This is a rare cigar. This only comes out like maybe the first part of the year.
Okay.
As far as around here. But like I said, I got this in Tampa. In Tampa and Miami, cigar shops and lounges are plentiful down there. So you can find a lot of things that you don't find here.
Okay.
I was able to spot this one and I snatched it. This particular cigar, depending on where you buy it, will cost you $40 at least. Some places gonna charge you more, some gonna charge you a little bit less, but about $40 just for this one. The Liga Privada, I think I paid $30 for that one. Cigars it's an expensive habit. It just depends on you and what you want to smoke. There are cheaper brands that people smoke, but every now and then you want to try something different, something more expensive.
An investment in yourself.
Yeah, and most of the stuff that I carry, I try to keep it around a good price range. A lot of the stuff that I carry is going to be around anywhere from 12 to 20. Most of it's going to be closer to 12 though. But it's all what you want. Okay. It's all about what you want.
Again, I say Valentine's Day is coming up. Contact Lamont Jones, the owner of Cigar Vibe, to see what type of deal you are able to get, a package that you are able to share with your loved one. As we see, he is a cigar connoisseur, and I'm most certain that he can recommend a cognac or the best drink to go along, or even the meal. Again, we got a chef on deck, jack of all trades. Also, before we leave, we cannot go without acknowledging, we said what we said, you being a co-host, and how you have paved the way locally for being able to be a platform for so many people to share not only what's taking place here in Reedsville, but worldwide. So I most certainly applaud you, Demetrius and Timmy, for all that you have done. I am grateful for your partnership and coming out to support us as far as the Last Dons, taking time to come on and be a part of the Mix Network, because there are so many opportunities that we sometimes tend to miss because we're selfish with our time, right? But you have not been that. You come out and you show support. You come out and you provide a platform for people to express how they feel. You're even willing to go out to be the Black Santa. You're willing to come out and bring steel right before he retired, to come out to give a family experience throughout. And this is what we need to highlight. This is what the Mix Network is about. We thank God for Jamal Davis, his brother and his sister, that are an amazing team that are giving us an opportunity to share. And most certainly thankful for Miss Phyllis Graves and Lawrence Graves for allowing us to come in to the Sip Coffee House and provide a warm environment where we can express ourselves, right?
Located in Reedsville.
Come on, located in Reedsville, right here at the roundabout. No longer the monument. We are here at the roundabout. We'll say that's the tobacco plant in lieu of lighting it up and smoking your troubles away. I thank you so much for coming out. Before we leave, I know you oftentimes have like a word of wisdom, and you do. You don't have to talk about the Cowboys. I know they are phenomenal. I don't know anything about football. I don't know, and I stick to that just in case anyone wants to invite me to the Super Bowl party. I'll wear whatever jersey, whoever you're playing, as long as you can cook good. But
okay.
you know.
Okay.
But.
Go ahead.
His foot is tapping and he wants to say something so bad. But when you don't have a team, you can't really respond, right? I don't have a team. I'm team whoever they play against. So it's fine. My dad is a diehard fan. My brother, even my brother in love, they are Cowboy fans. So salute you. He biting his lip.
No, I'm good.
Something's gonna happen.
I've had my 48 hours after the loss.
Okay, all right. But just look into the camera and again, let them know how to get in contact with you, because you are doing some amazing things. And I commend you for doing your research, for traveling, investing in yourself, and stepping out into your dreams. To really see where this could go and grow. And I told you before, be the brand. You are the brand.
You did.
Be the brand. Invest in you, and you will reap a harvest. So tell them once again how to get in contact with you, and just depart with a word of wisdom.
All right. Once again, you can contact me through Facebook, either on my business page at Cigar Vibe Premium Cigar Sales and Events. You can contact me on my personal page, Lamont Jones. Can't miss the beard. You can also contact me online, cigarvibe.com. cigarvibe@gmail.com. As far as words of wisdom, I will say that since we here are at the end of the year, and of course everybody comes up with resolutions and things we're going to leave behind in 2023, I would simply say the one thing that you don't ever want to leave behind is finding peace for yourself. Always carry that with you. Find peace for yourself. Don't be afraid to take that trip by yourself. Don't be afraid to make that investment. Buy that dress, buy that hat. Get out there and see the world. As for myself, I'm on the other side of 50. So, learn from the mistakes in the first part of your 50 and live out the rest of your life as much as you can. But always keep that peace. And that's what I'll say.
Awesome. Thank you for those words of wisdom. Thank you again for tuning in to the Mix Network. You will find us here at the Sip Coffee House, where we're just gonna take a sip.
Located in Reedsville.